remember what I was saying last time, but something about sling points and the regular slings falling off. So yeah, that happens. And it's not fun. Going over the bipod, all this good junk. Set some up here. We'll just do the quick barrel removal. And it's real simple. Turn it around. Sit it down right here. Alright. When you do it, well, it can be helpful just to take this thing off, but you don't have to. It makes a little bit, it's easiest to get it off, but when you're putting it back on, it's a lot easier to take this thing off, so I'll just take that off, just for simplicity's sake. And then the gun looks kind of dumb, as you can see. So then, it's this lever right here, we'll remove the barrel, grab the carry handle, pull the lever, and it should spring itself out. You can remove the whole assembly, which is a good thing. We like removing things. Alright, see that? That's magic. And then you got your inner barrel inside, and on the inner barrel is a little spring thing that makes it launch out. So we're happy with that. There's a BB in my chamber. Shiznit. Don't lose these little metal things, the spring or the metal tin thing, because you don't want to. Alright, now we did that. So when you're putting it back in, you want to make sure you actually have the You don't even need to sit your gun somewhere, you can do it standing up, it's just harder. You want to make sure your hop-up is all lined up. You don't want that doing anything wrong. The easiest way to make sure that's lined up is to open up the gun like so. And there's also a line on the bottom of the hop-up that you have to line up, which I obviously am not doing. Yarg. Okay, we'll do inner barrel first, without losing metal piece. This is probably the simplest way to do it. You just put the inner barrel in first. Alright, what is going on? Okay, I got it in. That's just what happens when you try and do it on a very unstable spot. You gotta lift it up a little bit to get over this lump. Push it all the way back. Pull back your knob again. And, oops. And you push in. It locks into place. Everything should be lined up. Shouldn't really have any barrel wobble. Maybe a tiny bit. And you put your heat shield back on. You're good to go. Okay, put this thing back down now. And our quick barrel swap is done.
Yay.
That's how simple it is. And you shut your hole. And then you make sure you close your thing. So next in line would be the charging handle. You can pull it. Like that. When you do pull it, nothing happens. You just pull it, and this little thing goes up, legitly, and the charging handle pulls back, and makes a cool noise. On the real one, you'd have to push it forward, but it would also be a lot more secure. On this one, if you take the spring out, it just slides back and forth, which is not good. Okay. Here is a quick fix that you can do. By the way, I'm going to go with the feed tray before I do that. My bad. The feed tray has some pivot joints and whatnot up here. You got your link ejector and your cartridge ejector, and their shell ejector on the real gun. Neither of those do anything on the airsoft. So you squeeze these two tabs in the back. Get a good view of this. These two tabs right here. Squeeze them. Squeeze them straight in, and it'll lift right off. Then you got access to pretty much everything. This is just the charging handle, you can see is on a spring guide right here, and you get a close-up view of all this good stuff. Just walk forward. See this spring right here? That's the spring guide. As you can see, this part's all glued up because these two pieces like to fall apart. And these are very tiny screws, and you will not, well, you might be able to find them, but they'll be hard to find. Okay, that's all for that. The gearbox weighs like 3 pounds. I've taken it out a few times. It's a very good gearbox, well built, but the This is the A and K, so the Chinese grease sucks. And you want to get it out and put good grease in. Or just good lube of some sort. It doesn't really matter. Lube. Shut your hole again. And your hop up is right here. You spin it. That's it. Okay. One of the main things that people complain about this gun is when you have it and you close this thing, you have to pull this back to close it. Well, you don't want to know why I don't have to do it? Because this piece of tape you saw right here, it keeps this thing from moving forward when I open it. So I just close it. It's as simple as that. Alright. You can see I have a rail on it. It doesn't come with a rail. I put the rail on using these 3 screws right here, which are actually loose, and I need to tighten them. Well, only the back ones. Which should not be loose though. Whatever. We'll do that after the video. Before you can do that, you have to
6 minutes.
Move the back sight or the rear sight back a little because it's too far forward, and so you just drill 2 more holes back here, and then you move that back and you put the rail on, and then you put an awesome looking L can on it because L cans are what you use on the saw. And if you don't use an L can, you're an idiot. Or you could use a hollow or something else because they look cool still. But that's what I would recommend. It's got 4 times zoom and you got a nice sight picture. Good long range on it. And it's fun to use. And just because it's big and the gun's big, so it goes together very well. The rear sight you can adjust it, you move this knob for side to side, and you move this knob for elevation. There are little numbers on here so you can keep your elevation straight. And there's little lines down here so you can keep your side to side straight. I don't care about that anymore because I got this, which is off center now because the screw is loose. So I'll have to reset that. Here's our mag well. You can put M4 mags in this. That's why it comes with one. Like this. Shazam. Because I had beads in it. See, you just stick it right up in here. You stick it right up in here, and you can shoot with an M4 mag. The one that comes with it only holds 64, so it's not recommended for this gun. Since this gun usually uses 2,500. Here's your grip. It's plastic, which is on the real one. I think the top part is a little bit too square for my hands. It hurts in between your thumb and your forefinger, which isn't a big deal. I mean, you should be wearing gloves or something anyway. And your trigger. There's no battery in it. This is your safety, by the way. This is the button. It's a button on each side. You push it. If you're right-handed, you push it with your fingers, not your thumb. You push it with your thumb for safe. Now, all the trigger does is it's basically a switch on the inside, and you can hear it click. You probably can't because of the wind, but that click is when it shoots. The problem with this gun is the trigger box inside, or the trigger contacts are very bad, and it'll do runaway shooting and all that bad stuff, and I had to replace like a fuse and take everything apart and fix it. So I'm gonna get, first thing, you need to replace your trigger contacts on this gun, because you will probably have this problem if you don't. And if you don't have this problem, then you're a pretty lucky person, because it sucks. On the bottom of the grip, there's a little compartment. I can't get it open. I can with a screwdriver or something, but my fingers don't fit in there. Well, they do, but I don't know. I just can't grip it. Your stock is also plastic, which once again is these are the only 3 plastic pieces on the gun. This should be plastic also. If it was metal, it'd be dumb. If it was anything other than plastic, it would be dumb. If it was wood, it would just be really dumb. So, you got a little stock shoulder plate thing, which is kind of wobbly, makes a lot of noise. And the problem with that is, if you lift it up, you can slide off your cover really easily. This is your battery cover. If you have it down, you can't do that. But what this thing is for, you rest it on your shoulder. Which doesn't make sense unless you're taking your hand off the grip, because your grip hand should be pulling.
9:30.
Alright, that should be enough. So when you do lift that up, though, oh, by the way, the other sling point is right above this. When you do lift that up, though, you get your battery compartment with a battery. It comes with a 9.6 1200 milliamp battery. It's a nickel, I don't know how to say that, NIMH. If you don't know what that is, then it doesn't
NIM.
It's NI-MH. Nickel something. Nickel metal hydrate, I think. Oh yeah, and that's all in there, and so is your fuse.
Alright, 10 minutes.
That's good. So, that's all for that.